Hi everyone, it's Chris. Welcome back to my parlour and Merry Christmas to everyone who is watching today, who celebrates Christmas. We had our Christmas Day yesterday, so it is now Boxing Day for us, but I know some of you guys are still celebrating Christmas. And we had a very cool, very windy day yesterday, very uncharacteristic for Christmas Day because normally it's a stinker, really, really hot, but it's been quite cool, and even today is quite chilly. So I thought I would do a reading for us today because the next step is New Year's resolutions, isn't it? Because the New Year is just around the corner next week, and we often make resolutions based on what we know right now. But I thought, why not base our resolutions on what is possible for the coming year? So I thought I'd do a possibilities New Year's resolutions reading for you. Pick a card. So you can base your resolution on something that is possible for you next year rather than what's happened already. So what is possible for you next year? And then you can base your resolution on that. How do you reckon that will go for us today? So I'm going to pour a cup of tea just to get the energy flowing. It's a pick a card, so you've got 1, 2 or 3 to choose from. I'll give you the general energy that's around you and is maybe expanding on next week, which is the 1st of January next week. So how scary is that? How close is that? And then I'll give you an energy card, an expansion on the energy card, and then a tarot card and some possibilities for you that might be coming through for you. How about that? So think about what you want to achieve next year, and then we'll go from there. Number 1, let's find out the energy around you and the possibilities for next year. And so you can base your resolution on some more information. So possibilities, energy, let's have a look. What's the energy around number 1, please, at the moment? And the possibilities connected to the energy. Always clear your deck. I always clear it before I start, but I also clear while I am searching for cards for you, especially when I'm sharing a deck with each of you. So the energy for number 1, please. The energy for number 1, please. Serenity, finding your inner peace, finding your acceptance, finding your ability to take whatever comes with a sense of this is what needs to happen. How do you relate to that? How do you expand on that, knowing that you have full control over what happens to you? Not necessarily what happens to you. I'm not saying that. People don't always have control of what happens to them, but how you relate to it, how you take what you've been given and cope with it. Does that make sense? To feel as though you are in the right place at the right time for whatever reason. Even the bad things sometimes have a reason behind them that we don't quite understand at the moment, but being serene and being within the moment and understanding your position and how you cope with that can help you better understand the situation and how you can evolve from that. Does that make sense for you? So the beginning of the year is about how you feel within yourself and how you can cope with that. So serenity comes through here. Let's expand on that energy. Let's expand on the energy. Remembering, take what you need and leave the rest. Take what applies. What's its truth for you? So expanding on the energy. I'm going to cut this deck into half. It's my Christmas deck. The Ten of Spades, which is the Ten of Swords. Whenever I get the Ten of Spades or the Ten of Swords, people have their own interpretation of what it means, and there's a general interpretation of what it means. But for me, the Ten of Spades or the Ten of Swords indicates that a time of worry and over things that can't be changed needs to come to an end. You need to be able to understand that something has happened. There's no chance of changing that. So to come to terms with that is really important for you. And to understand that some endings are just the way they are, and worrying about it, trying to the woulda, coulda, shouldas, or the what haves, what ifs, is not going to change the situation, but the way you cope with it, the way that you apply yourself to changing your perspective of what's happened and why it's happened, and then go on from there is what's coming through here for you at the beginning of the year. So it's like saying what's happened in 2023, leave it in 2023 and begin a new process in 2024 with what you've come through, using that as the basis of, yeah, I can move on from this. Does that make sense for you? So 2024 for you is moving on and leaving the past behind in the most gentle way that you possibly can. So let's have a look at some possibilities and see what might be coming through for you. So what's your New Year's resolution going to be based on? How you progress from now? Could be. Remembering, take what you need and just leave the rest behind. I'm going to give you this little adjunct today. It's like the emotions coming through and allowing them to flow through your body and just allow them to change as you need them to change. How about that? Does that make sense for you today? Okay, the possibilities for you, number one. The truth is going to be revealed to you. So open up your intuition here too, because sometimes when somebody tells you something, you know instantly, intuitively, whether or not they're speaking the truth. So this is people are going to be encouraged to tell you the truth in the new year, and also for you to speak your truth. Does that make sense? So open and honest communication is really important for you in the next few weeks, especially as 2024 opens. And seeking a better place for yourself. The worst is over. You're travelling and you will be moving into a better situation for yourself. So this is indicating that you're headed to a better place. This is like the Six of Swords, leaving the past behind, moving into a better, more honest and open situation for yourself in 2024. Does that make sense? And a visitor comes knocking at your door. This visitor is one that you would like to have visit you. It's one perhaps that you're wanting to visit with you. They are tipping their hat, so they come in peace. They come in and wanting to spend time with you. So you can expect a visitor in the next few weeks. From overseas perhaps, someone coming back into your life. That sort of thing comes through here as well. Oh, that sounds exciting, doesn't it? Visitor. Whoever they might be, come in peace, come in openness and honesty for you. Perhaps to share your good fortune, to share their good fortune, just to have a good time with you. They are an expected, but not so much maybe a surprise visitor, but one that you would like to have. So it's an expected visitor that is satisfying and welcomed, most definitely. So just keep your ears open, hear what you hear, take it with whatever it is that you need to hear from that. But the truth will be told to you. Secrets will be revealed. The visitor might be bringing them, but you're certainly headed for a better situation for yourself. If you can, leave the past behind and start afresh with what you already know. Use what you know to your advantage. It's really important. The King of Cups comes through as someone who is very aware of themselves emotionally, where they sit emotionally. They can feel their emotions and they let the emotions ebb and flow, accepting them, letting them go, holding them if they need to for a little bit to experience that emotion, but then letting the rest flow through. So this is being aware of your emotions as well. Or it could be a man that's coming through here, masculine energy, but a very masculine man who knows himself and who needs to harm anybody else when you know yourself inside and you're capable and you feel comfortable within your own skin. You know, don't need to step on toes when you know your own self and know your place where you feel comfortable. Yeah, the cups again is indicating a time of movement, a change, shifting emotions, shifting perspective, shifting from place to place. But some sort of change is coming. It suits the suits the energy here at the moment for you. And again, you've got the Ten of Swords. So something is going to be finished and finalised. Finished and finalised for you. So be prepared for an ending of some sort, but one that needs to happen, one that will be a blessing in disguise sometimes, but one that certainly will benefit you. So if you want something to change, this is indicating that something is going to be changing for you. And sometimes we need that, and sometimes we sense that the only way to do something that we want is to give it a final closure. So I think it's what might be coming through for you. I hope that's helped you. Number 1. Number 2, if you chose the second lot of cards, let's find out the general energy of what's happening around you at the moment and see where that might be influencing your future. So the general energy around you. I'm going to clear the deck. Always clear the deck between readings, especially when I'm sharing a deck between several people. energy around number 2, please? What's happening? Where is the energy settling? Is it settling or is it continuous, changing, evolving? Let's have a look and see what your energy is. The Water Fairy. Feelings and emotions are coming through here. 1 year is ending, another one beginning. What have you to let go of? What have you to bring with you, bring forward with you into the new year? Are you happy with everything that's happened to you? Are you happy to move forward? Or do you need to change something? Do you need to add something, take something away? How are you feeling at the moment about the new year approaching? There could be an emotional reunion coming through here as well. I'm sensing that. There could be a new job, a new home. I feel that as well. Certainly some changes, but even certain changes that are happy changes bring about an emotional response. So some time spent by a body of water might be able to release some things that are happening for you that you no longer need. Even a bath or a shower even can help you with that one. A cup of warm tea comes through here as well. Sharing time with others comes through. That there's emotional connection here with somebody else that's coming through quite strongly for me. Let's clarify that. The Jack of Spades. This could be another person, the Jack of Spades. The Jack of Spades is related to the Jack of Swords. He's a thinker, but at the moment he's being a bit cheeky. Someone's trying to lighten the mood for you, or someone will try and lighten the mood for you. They know the answer. They know the emotional impact the answer will have on you. But they're going to try and, I don't know, help you see the lighter side of it. I think they're also a planner, the Spades, the Swords suit. They're a thinker. They like to think and they like to plan. And they like to think that their plans are the right ones. But this person really understands the situation, or a situation that's yet to evolve for you. You may not be aware of it yet. And they're going to try and help you see the more positive aspects of it. They might even help you see the pros and the cons of that, because they're a thinker. But they're very sure of their mind. They're very sure of ideas. So there might be someone like that coming through for you in the new year to help you balance your emotions, so you're not thinking entirely with your emotions, but help you to understand it intellectually, intuitively as well. Even though we talk about intuition, we're thinking as a gut feeling with a solar plexus and a solar plexus mainly. But we also need to think about things, and I think we know what we're thinking about up here in our intuition, and we wonder sometimes we don't trust our intuition. So I think this person here is going to help you understand what is going on in your mind and help you understand it emotionally as well. So they're coming through for you. How does that help you with your New Year's resolution? Let's have a look at some possibilities for you. I'm going to give you this little fellow too. This little fellow's good with clearing emotions and understanding emotions, allowing the emotions to be absorbed and understood and then released if necessary, or to understand them on an intellectual level. So let's have a look and see what some possibilities are. There could be a commitment made, either you or someone close to you. A marriage, a wedding comes through here. A commitment of like-minded souls. An emotional and an intellectual commitment here, because you need to be... the emotion, it comes through with the commitment, but there's also practical aspects of commitments, isn't there, that we need to think about. So that could be coming through for you or someone close to you. Yeah, definitely a commitment. Have faith in making the right decision, combining emotion and intellect, and have faith that the right decision will be made in regards to an emotional issue here with a commitment with somebody else or someone that you know. So, and all in good time. And another heart here comes through here. So it's definitely an emotional impact coming through for you next year. But all in good time. You can't rush things. It's like a good wine or a good cheese. You can't rush the final product. Let's clarify those cards for you, number 2. And you can make your New Year's resolution based on a little bit more information, which is very Jack Spade-ish. Let's have a look. The King of Pentacles. Oh, he comes through as well. The reliable visionary with his generosity of spirit. Combine the emotion and the thought processes, and you come through with the King of Pentacles, someone who's reliable, someone who knows those ideas and knows how to use them and work them through. It's also a very practical person, thinking about the practical side of life, the give and the take of life, how to make things work so every area of your life is going in the right direction, to unify your life so it's more satisfying, taking those emotional ideas and those ideas of intellectual ideas and bringing them together, moulding them to suit your lifestyle. It's coming through here. It could be a person, but I'm thinking more of the energy, the personality of that particular suit comes through here, of the court card. Letting go sometimes can be an emotional and can feeling overwhelming. So as you make your decisions, take care of yourself above all else. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you feel as though you're being listened to, that you have a place to go to, that you have someone to talk to. Making emotional decisions, even though you know you need to make them, can be hard. And you need to take care of yourself, okay? Number 2, so take care of yourself. Realise that you are important and your needs are important, and if someone can't help you with those needs, then you need to take care of them yourself. Be your own best friend in the process here as you change your life, to balance your life, to make it more together and centered, okay? So just take care of yourself. And moderation in all things. You don't have to give up anything, but you need perhaps to modify the input it has on your life, or your input into it. Does that make sense? That's including items and people and situations, okay? So all things in moderation, I think, comes through here for you in the new year. So hopefully that's helped you understand and perhaps given you a new idea about what your resolution might be. So thank you. Number 2. Number 3, last but not least, number 3. Let's have a look and see what might be happening for you in the new year, so you can base your resolution on the energy that's around you at the moment. So let's have a look at the energy around you. Clearing the deck for number 3, please. What is the energy for number 3? Always clearing out the deck when we share a deck. It's always important to clear and maintain a healthy deck for moments like this. Number 3, please. I'm just going to hold it to my heart for a little bit. I feel as though there's an emotional tug here. I'm going to put on this little fellow for you. We've all had one of these ones today. He's the emotional centre for all of our thoughts and our feelings. All those thoughts and feelings are washing over him at the moment. And I feel as though something is washing over you. It's either coming or it's either coming into you or it's going. There's an emotional pull of some sort. I don't know what it is. Let's have a look at your energy. Sorry about that. I feel as though maybe you've been shaken up a little bit. Maybe that was the universe telling me that for you to shake things up a bit. Sometimes life needs to be taken by the shoulders and given a bit of a shake to clear the energy, to redistribute the energy. Sometimes we don't need to let go of anything, but sometimes we need to prioritise, and we need to lessen the impact of one thing and gain momentum in another area. So I don't think you need to let anything go, but I do think there needs to be a rearrangement of priorities coming through for you next year. Things need to be shaken up a little bit. Love comes through here. Making the effort for love, because it's got the steps up here. And I think making the effort for love comes through here. Or finding something that you love, even if it's, or reconnecting to something that you once loved, even though it's a little bit of hard work, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, in the long term. Returning to something you love, or finding that centre within yourself, surrounded by all that stuff that you're holding on to, which does not necessarily need to be let go of, but as I said, needs to be rearranged. Finding what's in that centre, what's holding you together, what has been hidden, what aren't you telling yourself, what aren't you showing yourself, or what is you're not listening to or seeing that probably somebody else is trying to show you. Let's clarify that and see what might be happening. Number 2, please. Number 3, please. Not number 2. Number 3, please. Number 3, please. What does number 3 need to see? The 5 of Diamonds, which is the 5 of Pentacles. You are not alone, number 3. 5 of Pentacles is 5 of Diamonds is the 5 of Pentacles. The key is there. Look around for it. The answer is there. Look around for it. It's within you. Look around for it. And it's to do with love. It's to do with the emotional center of yourself. There's something that you're denying yourself for some reason. I don't know why you're doing it, because it's a benefit to you, and it's not selfish. You deserve it. You're worthy of it. Bring it out again and find out that you can use this to expand your life, to find yourself in a better position of feeling more secure, more stable, more satisfied with your life. Why are you letting yourself hold this back from yourself? You deserve it. You're worthy of it. Allow yourself to let those emotions change and revitalize you. Because there's something very important waiting for you if you allow yourself the time and give yourself permission. Sometimes we need to give ourselves permission to feel happy. What's going to happen if you feel happy? Does someone else get disappointed because you're happy? Not usually. Do you forget someone that you've lost because you're happy again? No. You still hold on to the life that they shared with you. You still hold on to that love. You're not forgetting things because you've suddenly decided and you finally realised that life goes on, that love goes on. There's a little part of you that needs to be expressed, whether that's through grief that you're holding on to it, or lack of trust in yourself, or lack of being worthy. I don't know why you're holding on to it, but allow it to be expressed, because it will, oh, I've got the shivers. It will open you up again to what life is like and what you need to bring into your life. There's plenty of room for more. We don't always have to let go. We can always bring more in. It's like ice cream. Even if you've had a big full meal, there's always room for ice cream, isn't it? Because it moves into those little crevices that have been left, and you feel satisfied because those little parts of yourself are filled. Let's have a look at some possibilities for you, and then we'll expand on those as well. Oh, there's been some broken promises made, isn't there? Oh dear. They can be mended, you know. If someone's broken their promise to you, can you fulfill it for yourself by yourself? Can you fulfill the promise that was broken so you still feel satisfied somehow? Can you provide it to yourself? That's what's coming through here. I think taking care of yourself, providing yourself with what it is that you need that you can't find from somebody else, is coming through for you. Go out there and have some fun. Find others in your tribe. We can hear them calling sometimes. We know where they are. It's just finding the inspiration to go seeking them out. But seek out other members of your tribe. Oh, ooh la la. Ooh la la, ooh la la. There's something that you need to do on an emotional level, and it needs to happen. You may not think it's right. There's no judgment on anyone's part here, especially not on mine. But there's an emotional connection here that really needs to happen, and will happen. Be mindful of it. I don't know if it's with somebody or something that you need to make happen on an emotional level for yourself. But it's something that, a commitment here to something or someone. It's going to happen. You may as well enjoy it. Does that make sense? You may as well go into it willingly. No one's going to drag you into it. but I think sometimes you need to make the decision willingly and see what happens. Let's expand on that. If you've been hurt in love and been some broken promises, this will heal that. This will fill that spot like the ice cream does. It just seeps into your inner being and just feels right for however long it's there. This is the healing relationship that we all need from one time or another. Go into it willingly and with no regret. Does that make sense for you? Let's clarify some of those things for you, number 3. Let's see what your New Year's resolution does then. The Two of Pentacles. Yep, decisions, decisions, decisions. Knowing how to balance those decisions so you feel satisfied, you feel, that everything's in its place. Willingly. Then you have the Knight of Pentacles. Move forward with it. There's just so much movement here with the Knight of Pentacles, but it's slow progress and it's steady progress. Knight of Pentacles isn't a fast mover. It's not a fast moving energy, but it's movement forward nonetheless. So it's slow progress. Just make that one step, the first step towards equilibrium. Filling those spaces with all that yummy ice cream. Any flavour you like. And don't worry about it. Go into it willingly. Don't question why or when or how. Just enjoy it for what it is, for however long it lasts. Because this is a healing energy. It's a sustaining energy. And I think it's something that really needs to happen. With no judgment. So if you've been considering it and you're wondering about it and you've been worried about it, try your best to let that go. As I said, there's no judgment. And allow hope into your life and allow those emotions to flow through. Does that make sense for you today, number 3? I hope so. Thank you. Well, thank you everyone for joining me. My little fellow here, isn't he adorable? When I do these readings and I say something, it's not that and I say no judgment. I don't condone it one way or the other. You have free choice to do whatever it is that you feel is right for you, and you make those decisions your own self. I'm not condoning anything. I'm not denying anything. I'm just allowing you the choices of what the energy is I'm receiving from the universe, the messages that I pick up, and what you do with those is entirely up to you. But sometimes I say it needs to happen, and it's because it needs to happen, whatever the consequences, and those consequences are what you decide or how you decide are worth it. So does that make sense? You put in the effort, you decide how much effort you want to put in, how much effort is worth it. Does that make sense? I don't know. But I'm hoping your new year is fabulous, and that next year there's quite a few things. I read a bit about Nostradamus the other day, yesterday actually, and some of his predictions. Well, let's just hope that we can all cope with whatever comes our way and realise that you are in power. You can't change other people. You can only change the way that you relate and react. So there could be some reacting and relating for all of us next year. But take strength in that and know that you're not given anything that you can't cope with, even if we're in the middle of it and we think, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. Yes, you can. You are strong. You have faith in yourself. You have hope in the future, and we will all come out the end of it better than what we are right now. Does that make sense? So thank you very much, guys. Happy New Year coming up next week. I'm hoping you're enjoying your Christmas, and yeah. So until next time, everyone, many blessings.